All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the carry, it's Logan. And down he goes, but he takes it. Up to the 40.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You didn't want that. You didn't want that. You didn't want that.
They run with Logan. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Detroit!
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's caught, Nelson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We saw everything we needed to see right there. Timing, anticipation, and accuracy. And when Josh Rosen throws a slant, if you're the receiver,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's caught left side. Seals-Jones with it. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. This is Logan. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bruce caught it with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it here with Logan. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Gone! Leopard!
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Rosen looking to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Rosen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now and caught it up. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Tuesday. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Ready, set.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ohio.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a time. Out here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ohio. One's tight. Tight is right. Hot. Ohio. Flex round.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Gun. Go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Switch. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Here's a sneak with Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. On second down, here's Rosen.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now Rosen on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. play fake. Here's Rosen. He'll find his tight end, Seirus13's. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rosen to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's able to put it through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey. Four down. Ladies, get out of that. Space. Gun. Get out. Wait. Get out of that.
Now Ryan on second down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Robert Kimdichie able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They run again with Logan. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watching that, Marty.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. It's caught, Nelson. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 49 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff looking right, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now let's go. 3, 19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 4th down. Here's Rosen. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Kill. Check. There we go. 25 to 9. Gotta go.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. 39. Hey, gun. Wait. 12.
On 2nd down, Ryan. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio. Hut. Ohio.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jones escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. And a spin again. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense now with a short field ahead. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Rosen. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Back now here on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they try the right side here, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it. Across the 40-yard line. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Sanu. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. This for the lead in the final stages. And Bryant's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He's back to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the 1st, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
All right, now look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And an alley to run. Look at the spin.
Ballot.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Cardinals, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year.